Can you guys hear me? Don't tell me it's doing the same thing it did again. Gosh. Can you guys hear me? Yes, they found her alive and well. Yeah, it's a big surprise. I was working on the other video, but I'm having a problem. Does this have the right title on it, or does it have a different title on it? Because I think I have two different lives going. Because I think there's another live going. Something's all messed up with that. I think it's the same thing as last night. Does this have the Cleo Smith title on it? You're texting me about what? Oh, about my title? I've got oh, I can't take it anymore. I'm really ready to scream. Are you serious? Now everything was working perfectly. Now it's not. Who's calling me? Jimmy's calling me. All right, hold on a minute. Oh boy. Hang on. Hold on 1 second. I can't believe. He's calling me about that. I don't know what is going on. I thought we had everything going good with this, and now we've got it going crazy. So let me just let me just find the live. Tell the people that we're in another live. Okay, and oh boy. I don't even have the option to stop this live. Let me go back here. So we're at the Halloween party live again. Why it's doing this? I don't know. Because it's just nutty. That's all I can say. Let me... Dang. I cannot believe this. Okay. Let me just go in here. I can't believe this. What the heck is up with this? So I'm just going to let you know, she's been found alive and well. And I'm going to tell you in just 1 second. I'm just going to change the title on this and quickly go into, let me just change the title so people don't think we're nuts having another Halloween party. Okay, and let me just get... Oh boy, this is so crazy. What the heck? Hold on, I'll be done in 1 second, and then... But good news for a change. I was working on the other story that's at 9 o'clock with the missing mom from California, Heidi Plank. So, and then I just was uploading that and I saw, uh-oh, look at this. She's been found. And I didn't think it was going to be good. And I said to Jimmy, let me know, because I was uploading the thing. And he said, no, it's good. She's been found, you know. So that was good. And, all right, let me delete this one right over here. And let me just, oh my gosh, what was that? This is crazy. Hang on, let me just copy these tags so I can just copy these tags and be done. And then I'm going to get rid of that. But she's been found alive and well. That's good news. And I think there's people still in the other live that I can't get over here. I don't know what is going on. Let me see. Why can't I tell them that we are over on the other live? I'm going to get rid of that other live now. Okay, because that's the one that's not good, right? Let me make sure I'm getting rid of the right one. Yes, I am. Okay, it looks like it. Okay. No, uh-oh, shoot. Right. Okay. So this one I want to delete. Delete. And then just let me put the tags in this one and we'll be good to go, and we'll go through it. I'm going to go through it with you because I didn't even know what was going on. But I checked it out real quick, and she seems it found in a residence near where she lives, and a man's in custody. So, let's see. Okay. I think everything is good now. I just have to change just let me pop in the thumbnail, and now I have to figure out what's going on. I'm just going to have to, start all over again. Okay, we're good. We're all good. All right, let me get this up now. Sorry if you're just joining us. We try not to be like this. But you know how I'm telling you, my technology is like freaking the freak out in Streamlabs. I hope I don't have to reinstall it again. Okay. Let me get in there. You in there. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get right to this, and then I'll talk to you about it. So what it says here is that police say the 4-year-old was recovered after they broke into a house around 1 a.m. and a man is in custody. She went missing in Western Australia more than 2 weeks ago, but she's been found alive and well, police said on Wednesday. The Western Australian police... Now this is Wednesday because they're in Australia, right? Western Australia police say they found Cleo in a house in Carnarvon about 1 a.m. Wednesday, and a local man has been taken into custody. The Deputy Commissioner, Colonel Blanche, said police had broken their way into a locked house and found the girl in one of the rooms. It's my privilege to announce that in the early hours of this morning, the Western Australian Police Force rescued Cleo Smith. Cleo is alive and well. One of the officers picked her up into his arms and asked her, "What's your name?" She said, "My name is Cleo." Cleo was reunited with her parents a short time later. The 4-year-old vanished from the Blowholes campsite near Carnarvon, around 950 kilometers north of Perth, on the 16th of October. Her mother, Ellie Smith, was the last known person to see her. She said her daughter had woken up around 1 a.m. asking for a drink of water before going back to bed. In the morning, Cleo and her sleeping bag were gone from the family's tent. Blanche said, "This is the outcome we all hoped and prayed for." The Carnarvon Shire President Eddie Smith told 2GB Radio on Wednesday that he had realized something was going on when his phone started ringing. "My phone started to ring flat out and I knew there was something going on. Cleo Smith had been found. I rang the police and they told me it was correct." Australia's leaders were quick to express their joy at the news and to thank the police and others who had searched for Cleo over the harrowing 2 weeks. Prime Minister Scott Morrison said on Twitter, "It was wonderful, relieving news. Our prayers answered. Thank you to the many police officers involved in finding Cleo and supporting her family." The Labour leader, Anthony Albanese, said, "It was such happy news to all those who tirelessly searched for this little girl. You deserve our thanks." Blanche said the outcome was down to some incredible police work. "I want to thank Cleo's parents, the Western Australian community, and the many volunteers. And of course, I want to thank my colleagues in the Western Australian Police Force." The NSW Police Commissioner Mick Fuller said his Western Australian counterpart Chris Dawson told him he had broken down and cried at the news. Fuller said he had thought the chances of finding Cleo alive were so slim. Western Australian police never gave up on Cleo. It was good old-fashioned police work that resulted in her being found alive. Blanche said the man in custody was being questioned by detectives. "We'll have more to say on the rescue of Cleo as the day unfolds. For now, welcome home, Cleo." A press conference is expected to be held mid-morning Perth time. Let's see here. A task force of 100 police officers led by Detective Superintendent Ron Wild have been based out of Carnarvon for 18 days looking for clues for her disappearance. They used reconnaissance planes to carry out real-time surveillance. The position of the zipper on the tent flap, too high for Cleo to reach, suggested she had not opened that tent herself. The positioning of the zipper for the flap is one of the circumstances that has caused us to have grave concerns for Cleo's safety, Inspector John Mundy said 5 days into the search. That prompted police to pursue the nightmare scenario that she had been abducted. Cleo's mother maintained throughout the ordeal that Cleo would have never left the tent on her own. Okay, let me see what else I can find here. Okay, so we have this. Let's see. Okay, so missing girl Cleo Smith's mother has spoken for the first time since her daughter was found alive and well by police this morning. Police confirmed the 4-year-old who has been missing since October 16th has been reunited with her family. Our family is whole again, Cleo's mom, Ellie Smith, posted on Instagram. The Western Australian Deputy Commissioner Colonel Blanche said Cleo had been found early this morning inside a Carnarvon home with a man taken into custody. Police broke their way into that locked house at about 1 a.m. and they found Cleo in one of the rooms. One of the officers picked her up and said, "What is your name?" And she said, "My name is Cleo." Let's see if there's anything else new in here. Cleo had been alone in the house when the raid took place at 12:46 a.m. There is a man assisting us with our inquiries at the moment, so I can't go into too much detail there, he said. Let's see if they have any other information. In a public plea last week, who's that? Ellie Smith, the mother, spoke about the pain the family was going through. She described the situation as heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, and completely scary. "How are you meant to feel?" she said. "The whole time you're trying to look through tears. It's nothing that I'd ever wish upon anyone." The family's ordeal struck a chord with the town of Carnarvon, which provided an outpouring of support. Vigils were held while shops and cars were plastered with posters and stickers calling for anyone with information about Cleo to report it. So hold on. Where's our Western Australian people? Hold on, I'm going to go. My computer, I swear I'm going to have to probably shut the whole thing down and restart it. It's been giving me nothing but problems all day. Hold on. Criminologist Xanth Mallet said police deserve to be applauded over the successful end to a very complex case. Hold on 1 second. Come on. Investigation. Hold on, I don't know what. Okay, here's my picture that I was trying to pull over there. See over there. There was a lack of technological help. There weren't any CCTV cameras. There were no dash cam footage on people's cars. It wasn't in suburbia, for example. The police have a lot of persons of interest to look at. Anyone in the campsite, anyone with family traveling there, anyone with relevant criminal history in the local community. There were a lot of leads to follow in those early days. She said police had opted for the right course in bringing out a large task force early. They learned some of the mistakes from other child abduction cases here and abroad and determined not to allow that to happen in Cleo's case. They feel that Cleo would be the next William Tyrrell or Madeleine McCann, we would never find out what happened. The Associate Professor Mallet also slammed online trolls who had targeted Cleo's family in the wake of her disappearance, saying that kind of pressure could break a family apart. It puts them under pressure day in and day out with everyone looking at them. Police said throughout the investigation they did not suspect Cleo's family had anything to do with her disappearance. Criminologist and former detective Terry Goldsworthy suggested the remote location may have actually benefited police once the investigation shifted its focus. So it limited, in reality, the suspect pool for them once they determined it was looking like a kidnapping or a homicide potentially. He said that the timing of the raid overnight could indicate that police were acting on information they had only just received. The circumstances of how Cleo got there will now be the focus of their investigation. So they'll be trying to work back from the locating of her this morning back to the disappearance 19 days ago and the role the person played. I guess the role any other person may have played in the past 19 days. So that is really odd. Let me go there. So I guess they don't have too much more on it. Hold on, is this? I'm not in the right, there, now I'm in the right chat. So, do we have any of our Western Australia people here? When is that press conference? Is that your, well, I don't even, let's see, you're usually 12 hours, so it's like 6:30 a.m. Is that later, is that like, what, 6 hours from now or something? Hi, Muka. Hi, Stacy. Yeah, she's been found. I can't believe it, right? That's good news. Oh, it wasn't found in someone's house. Wasn't there another child that was just found in someone's house and they brought the child? Oh, yeah, that little child that was in Texas. That was like 3 days and then the child was brought out there. Looked like it might have been in someone's house, but they didn't know. We didn't know what suspected. It's reminding me of that Judd Hirsch movie. Hi, Amy. So it's 6:40 in Perth. When is the well, I don't know, Deborah. I'm just guessing. Deborah, when is this press conference? Do you know when it's supposed to happen? Would that be in about like 6 hours from now or something? When is it supposed to happen? What do we know about where they found her? Not too much, just that they found her in a locked house. They said she was alone in the house when they broke in at 12:46 a.m. and there's a man in custody and she was found in a room. Yeah, we don't know, Amy Margolin. We have no idea, right? Not yet. They're not releasing a lot of stuff yet. They're going to have a press conference, but I'm trying to find out when that's going to be. J. says no time announced. Okay, so it hasn't occurred yet. All right. J. do you know anything else? Do you know anything else other than what? Hey, Linda, we're glad you're subscribed to us too. Yeah, Annie. Hi, Mimi. How well they got, I guess they got a tip or something. That's what I'm sure they're going to maybe talk about at the press conference. They said yesterday they had nothing, so they were being very tight-lipped. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, Stacey M, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Wondering what led them to that house. Yeah, I don't know if they were looking at offenders in the area or they had a tip. I don't know. Hi, Kirsty Jane. Yeah, when anyone in Australia finds out like when and where that press conference, can you email me at the True Crime Chat? Hey there, Roots, at the True Crime Chat address. Hi, Pat L. Good to see you. Jeanette, Danielle C, Henny. Let me see if I can see anything else out there. I can't see the chat at this point, so just let me see. Okay. They're just saying a locked house. They broke into a locked house in Carnarvon and found Cleo. They found her in one of the rooms. She has been reunited with her family. Let's see. Don't worry, my son is not dying. He's playing a video game. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, my computer is closing up again. Stop it. Thank you, Mimi. Appreciate that super sticker with the hippopotamuses. Very cute. Let's see. By 7:10, the first police officers to be called to the incident arrived at the scene. That was her disappearance. Okay, that they're talking about the camping trip. I'm trying to see if there's anything more about. They didn't tell us if the sleeping bag was found in the house. We don't know that. We don't know what she was dressed in. We don't know what her condition, like, I hope he, didn't do stuff to her. It's, 19 days. So it's called a miracle find. The happy news is a miracle, says the criminologist. And I'm trying to see if let me see when I can find anything about this press conference. It says this morning. It says because it's morning right now, so I wonder when it's going to be. 1:30 p.m. today in Carnarvon. I think that's what it... Yeah, no. Hold on a minute. No, that's from the other day. Hold on a minute. Press conference is expected to be held mid-morning Perth time. Detective Inspector John Rouse. Okay, so that's what it says. Mid-morning. So probably about 6 hours from now. So it'll be around midnight or something. We'll be online. All right, I guess we'll have to wait till then. Press conference is expected to be held at mid-morning. Detective Inspector John Rouse, the manager of victim identification at the Australian Centre to Counter Child Exploitation, says he has emailed colleagues in Western Australia on Wednesday morning to congratulate them. Rouse said he has seen the heartbreak of when children could not be recovered, including the tragic case of the Queensland boy Daniel Moricombe, who was abducted from a bus stop in 2003. So let's see, Cleo Smith live updates. Okay, let me see what we have here. So here's some live updates. 3 minutes ago, a woman who lives in the same street as the house where Cleo Smith was found told 9 News that she had not heard the raid at 1 a.m. and had been shocked to learn that the 4-year-old had been that close all the time. She said she was very pleased to hear the rescue, and I quote her saying, "I actually got a call about 4:30 from my nephew who said, 'Aunt, I just put the news on and she's been found.' I also got a call from my son who was on his way to Perth Airport to go to work, and he said, 'Mum, the kid's been found.' And I jumped out of bed and I've been awake since then. The main thing is that she was found alive and well. Well done to the Western Australian Police Force." see what else. This just in. Let's see what this says.
We're back with more on that extraordinary breaking news from Carnarvon in WA. Police locating missing 4-year-old Cleo Smith.
Joshua Dorr is there for us this morning, first at the scene of the house where Cleo was discovered. Josh, describe the scene where you are right now.
Good morning, Carl. Well, this is a street in Carnarvon that is only 7 minutes away from where Ali and Jake and Cleo's family home is. And at the moment, police have taped off this area here. This is the street where Cleo was found, and this is the house here right beside me, and police keeping it under fairly heavy guard at this stage. They are interviewing a man who is in custody. He's back at the police station now, but obviously this will be a forensic scene that police will be combing over this morning, trying to work out the motives and the reasonings behind this man's actions, and of course just how he managed to escape with Cleo from the Blowholes campsite about an hour from Carnarvon and bring her back here. And this was the place that police came to at 1 a.m. this morning, breaking into the locked property here, and an officer was able to come through and speak with Cleo. He said, "What's your name?" And she said, "My name is Cleo." And that was the moment she was found, and that was the moment she was reunited with her family shortly after. And there's, you know, it's a pretty quiet street here. As we talk, it's only fairly early here on the West Coast. People are just starting to wake up now. There's a couple of neighbours, if you see, just sort of around, people coming out of their homes, just waking up to this news and waking up to a crime scene now in their street. Not exactly sure what is happening, but it is the best possible news that Cleo has been found, and she is back with her family this morning.
I mean, when you say that this is a house that is 7 minutes away from where Ellie and her family live, just give us an idea then in regards to the town and the how the town layout is. Like, is that close to where the police station is?
Not far, Ali, yep, that's for sure. It's only probably 3 or 4 minute drive. It's not a big town in terms of the suburban sort of space of it, I guess, in terms of where the housing is. Yeah, there's probably a big stretch of house, Carnarvon, very popular with its fruit and vegetable growing. So there's some big land out here that sort of spreads out, but the town itself, where the houses are, it's quite close and not too disparate away. So again, when you consider that it's just 7 minute drive from where the parents' house is, just incredible. We were talking, you know, prospects that potentially the family, Cleo could have been out of the state by this stage. It's been 19 days in that investigation. So to have her found here at Carnarvon, this property that police, as we speak, are currently keeping close watch on is just remarkable, really. And there's been so much evidence collected from the Blowholes Road, from rubbish right across a 600 kilometre stretch of WA to all the CCTV through the industrial business, trying to look for a clue, a car, something that looks out of the ordinary. And one of those clues, that needle in the haystack, really has paid off and led police here and led them to finding Cleo.
I tell you what, it would be an enormous shock if you were waking up in that street this morning, wouldn't it? We'll come back to Josh right after this break as we head towards the 9 o'clock news. Go ahead, mate. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Carl, there's a couple of neighbours here just sort of waking up. Good morning, ma'am. Sorry to bother you. I just wanted to ask what your thoughts are that Cleo Smith was found right next door.
Oh, very pleased. I actually got a call about 4:30 from my nephew and said, "Aunt, I just put the news on and she's been found." And I got up, and then I also had a call from my son who was on his way to Perth Airport to go to work. And he said, "Mum, the kid's been found." And I jumped out of bed and I've been awake since.
Did you hear anything at 1 a.m. this morning at all when police came here and broke in? No,
because my family, they weren't home across the road, and I just went and got them this morning. I said, "Shit, she's been that close, yeah." No.
Can you believe that after all that she was been found back here in Carnarvon?
Yes, and the main thing that she was found well and alive, yeah.
Good on you. Thank you so much.
Well done to the Western Australian Police Force, yes.
Good on you. Thank you so much. So there you go, Carl. You just get a sense of the surprise, I guess, of these people who are waking up and having their cigarette, having their coffee, and just coming out and finding what is now in their street, and this, most importantly, the fantastic news that Cleo's been found.
It sure is. Josh, we'll come back to you right after this short break. Stay with us. More on the breaking news. Cleo Smith found alive. Live coverage.
Okay, so that's good news. Let's see what else. It says, no, I'm going to try to do it again. because it sounds like Canarsie. So I'm glad I don't live there because I would keep messing this up. Carnarvon, whatever. I've been calling it Carnarvon for so long. I'm not going to get that out of my head. Has a population of fewer than 5,000 people. It's a fruit and vegetable growing area with large market gardens, but the township proper is pretty small. Cleo Smith, physically, she appears to be in good health, but obviously medical professionals are with her at the moment. She's getting the best of care right now. That was 30 minutes ago. 31 minutes ago, the task force looking for Cleo Smith included officers, intelligence analysts, and specialists. Everyone came together and did the hard slog for 18 days. We all wished it was earlier, but we were literally looking for a needle in a haystack. And those people, the officers involved in this, led by Detective Superintendent Rod Wild, did an amazing job, did an amazing bit of work, absolutely amazing. Cleo Smith was alone in the house when discovered by police. Police later identified a Carnarvon man. I know it's wrong. I'm stuck on that now. You're going to have to blame it on my accent. Who is in custody. The man wasn't in the house at the time of the 1 a.m. raid, but police caught up with him later. When detectives went in and rescued Cleo, she was alone at the time. Let's see. Asked by 6PR host Garth Parker if police were working on a theory Cleo had been abducted or kidnapped. Plant said, "That's been our working theory for some time." He said, "It was very early days in the investigation. I don't want to make any assumptions. I am very mindful that there is most likely a court process coming up. We've got to be very careful what we say. Our job at the moment is making sure that Cleo is safe and well and getting the care she needs, that parents Ellie and Jake are getting the care they need, and we are doing a full and proper investigation in accordance with the law, and we make sure we get everything. Dot those I's, cross those T's. We've got to make sure we get this right." Okay. Blanche told Perth Radio, "The result was just incredible to see Cleo being rescued this morning. I am speechless, to be honest. It is just very rare. It's something we all hoped in our heart would come true." And then this is her mother's Instagram post. Ellie Smith, Cleo's mother, posted the news on Instagram saying, "Our family is whole again." What wonderful news. The mayor of the town says he never gave up hope Cleo Smith would be found. Eddie Smith said, "I still haven't absorbed it. I feel so happy for Ellie and Jake that they've got Cleo back. I'm a bit emotional as well. I think our whole town is going to be emotional as well. This is what we've hoped and prayed for has happened." Okay. So there's not much else, but there's going to be, what do they say, 1:30? Let me just refresh this again. Man in custody. Okay, here's something 8 minutes ago, a new thing. Man in custody over Cleo's disappearance has no family connection, police say. The WA Police Commissioner Chris Dawson told the ABC that police had a 36-year-old man in custody. He said there is no family connection. Dawson said police put everything we had into the search, so obviously our homicide squad, trained, experienced investigators and detectives, our analysts, our technical people, drone pilots, air wing, the whole lot. We mounted our general duties, police who did a tremendous job within minutes of arriving. The first officers on the scene within minutes declared it a forensic scene and sealed it off, which was just really, really good policing. From that moment on, it's just been a really dedicated team of well over 100 on the scene itself, and we were prepared for the long haul, but we're so, so pleased. Dawson said he always hoped for a good outcome, but was very concerned. Having been around the block a bit, we're very, very concerned. So many days had passed. That does not mean you give up hope. You can't for the family. You can't for the child. I'm so pleased the team kept going. They were not going to leave any stone unturned. they didn't, and it's just a wonderful outcome as a consequence. Okay, so that's the latest there. Let me just refresh it again to see if anything. Okay, so the man is 36 years old, who's been taken into custody. He has no connection to the family, and there's going to be a press conference probably when we're on live this evening. I do have another video coming up at 9 o'clock about the missing Heidi Plank mother in California. But then when we're alive after that, they'll probably, well, then we'll check out, I'll keep this site up there to keep checking out the local news and go into it. But for right now, this is really, really good news. And hang on a minute here. So, hi Ruby Ann, hi Kristen, hi Lori Coley, hi MX Big, California Thunder, yeah, Aurora Rodriguez, Whisper to Me, Bobby Kennedy, Sassy Darcy, Karen H, Jeanette, Danielle C. Let me just say hi real quick to everybody. Lisa S. And then we'll be back. Amy Margolin, Amy Celeste, Aries Girl. Hey, Aries Girl. I haven't seen you in a long time. Aurora Rodriguez, Batgirl, Bobby Kennedy, California Thunder, Carol Clark, Danielle C., Deborah Vancouverden, GG62, Grayson. Is that our Julie? Henny, Jeanette, Karen H., Kristen, Lisa S., Lori Coley, Michael, Mimi F., Mommy, that's me. I don't have to say hi to myself. Mook77, MX Big, Nightbot, Punky Banana, Roots Callahan, Ruby Ann, Sassy Darcy, Seagulls, Chiff, Snow Remover, Tracy Thomas, Whisper to Me. I think I missed somebody else, but Debbie D. So good news for change. Mary Beth, Miriam Flanagan. Welcome everybody. Tracy Thomas. Welcome Y Wonder. Great. Really good news, right? So I just hope that, she's not, that he didn't do anything like, really bad. Hi, Carolyn Parrish. You're never going camping, Aurora? Margot. Hi, Margot. Paradise. Yeah, great news. You've been, oh no, I hope you feel better, Aries Girl. Sorry you're sick with the virus. Hi, it's a criming shame. How are you? But great news. If you missed it, you can rewind. But we're going to have more. The press conference will probably be when we're live later. Hi, Susie B. We'll be live later. But we'll see you later. She told here that Ginger. What? She told here that Cleo Smith found alive. What do you mean she told here that Cleo Smith found alive? I'm not sure what you mean there, Jeanette. I don't get that. Hi, Linda Running. All right, Hi, Captain Leaf. Tight press on fences soon. Tight press. Everyone tight press on fence. What is it? But the press conference, it'll probably be when we're live again tonight, and I'll keep that update page, and we'll go over the new updates and try to watch the press conference later tonight. And at 9 o'clock, try to check out the Heidi Plank because she's missing. And thank you very much, Linda from South Africa. I'll see you guys later. All right, I'm gonna go. I have to go make. I have to get my Instant Pot thing going. All right, I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.